Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Another beautiful morning here in paradise. I am actually on the boardwalk at Connors Park, which is at the very south end of Del Norwegans Pass State Park. This is the county entrance to the beach, the public entrance to the beach just south of Del Norwegans. Beautiful out here, 78 degrees. Partly cloudy skies, a little on the humid side. We did have some rain yesterday. It kicked the humidity up a little bit. But I'm right on the borderline between Vanderbilt Beach to the south here and Del Norwegans Pass around to my right to the north. Expecting today's highs to be up around 88. There's our beautiful mile-long stretch of beach at Del Norwegans. Before we start walking up the beach this morning, I want to take a minute to show you something down here on Vanderbilt Beach. Just want to show you how the county protects the sea turtle nest versus the way they do them at Del Norwegans. This is a loggerhead sea turtle nest. This is up at the north end of Vanderbilt Beach. They cordon off, the county cordons off a much larger area. That's twice the size of the area that they mark off at Del Norwegans. And if you look down here, you can see instead of a big cage, they just put a piece of wire fencing on top of the crawl site. And that's probably, almost 3 by 4, 3 feet by 4 feet. They mark off a pretty big area. And as you can see over here, this is nest number 54. Number 54 on this beach. I'm sure they have quite a few more than that now. But this is almost at the line there to the park, at the entrance to the park. It's just a little bit south of the southern border of Del Norwegans. This is right out in front of Mariah Bay, the condominium, the beachfront condominium, Mariah Bay. But there is a great look at our beach at Del Norwegans. Well, what's in store for us this morning? I don't think we're going to have any rain. There's a slight chance of rain earlier this afternoon, very slight, 30%. Who knows where that rain might fall. Absolutely beautiful out here. Excuse me. Glad to see some folks out of bed this morning. I hope you have your cup of coffee in hand. You can see several of our existing nests here at Del Norwegians. One over here, one right here, and if you look really, really close, one right over here. These are all down at the south end of the park. That one just made it in the park. Two more over here. Something really interesting here. So I was walking down here this morning before the sun came up. Here's a crawl here. Here's a fresh crawl from last night. These are the tracks coming out of the water right here. Wait till you see. Look at this. She went up into the dunes. But watch as I follow the tracks up here. I don't know if this was a good crawl, a successful crawl, or a false crawl. It's kind of hard to tell, but look at what she did. She came up the beach here. Right next to this nest, right beside it. Came up into the dunes. I don't know how far she got up into here, but this is what we want to see. I don't want to step on any of these sea oats. She came up into here. I see tracks all the way up into there. I don't know if I don't see any signs of digging. If anything, right down here in front of me. It gets hard for them to dig in these sea oats. The roots get really thick, but you never know. Rangers will check that out. But after whatever she did up here, you can see she came down here. You can see how the sea oats are laying over. She actually ran into the cage here of this existing nest. The cage is pushed in. She hit that, went right around it, and back down into the water. So that's pretty crazy. You can see where she came out over here on the left, up the beach. Right next to this nest, this existing nest, up into the sea oats. Up into the sea oats, I can see footprints all the way back up in there, flipper prints. Came back out. Hit the cage of this nest, pushed it in on the way out, back to the beach. And back down to the beach she went. That is pretty cool. Now, whether there's a nest in there, I have no clue. That is a really tough one. But that was a great crawl. That was a determined little girl, loggerhead sea turtle, to go up there. That was awesome. That was an excellent, excellent crawl. The higher up on the beach, the better. Well, let's keep moving down up the beach. Let's keep moving up the beach. See what else we find. Go see our friend Roy. Were any of you able to join me last night for sunset? Those sunset videos are going to be a little added bonus for those that subscribe to my Facebook page here. Not only will you be able to watch my morning beach walks and comment in my morning beach walks, but I'll also be out here once in a while for sunset. I'm thinking around once a week. Just all depends on my schedule. The summer is a lot more flexible than the winter. can see where the beach is washing away up here, starting to erode. There's a good reason why we don't want these nests out close to the beach. The water's getting kind of close to this nest here. The last thing we want is these nests to go underwater, or even worse, the nests get washed away. There's another one just up here a little ways, and you can see the high tide line where that little bit of seaweed is there. You can see it has gotten up to this nest. It doesn't look like it's gone underwater, but it has gotten right up to the edge of it. So that's the big reason why we want to see them up higher. We want to see these nests up in this dune area. Up right along the edge, even if they can make it into the sea oats and make a nest, more power to them. A few more little waves than yesterday morning. Cloudy out there in the Gulf. Gorgeous out here though in the early morning like this. And let's continue on. It would be nice if we have a couple more crawls, successful crawls. We're up to 22 loggerhead sea turtle nests on the beach now. That crawl that we were watching the ranger check out yesterday, was a false crawl. At least he wasn't able to find any eggs. That was a white ibis that just flew past us, if you could see it. Still a little on the dark side here. Here is a great example of where we want to see a sea turtle nest. This one is in a great spot. Nice and high up into the dunes. It's going to stay high and dry unless we have a hurricane or something. Nobody knows, can predict that, but in normal circumstances, that is a great location for a nest, right up on top of the dunes. That's nest number 16. That is a perfect place for a nest. Way up high into those sea oats like that. That nest is just south of the first boardwalk in Area 1 in the parking lot. The first entrance in the parking lot 1 is just south of there. Remember, it's against the law to tamper with these sea oats as well. It's against the law to tamper with the sea turtle nests, the sea turtles, their hatchlings, the eggs. But it's also against the law to harm the sea oats. So stay out of the sea oats. Don't be picking them for floral arrangements. They are beautiful when they're in bloom. There's the boardwalk from the parking lot. That's the very first entrance to the park in the parking lots. There's one more entrance to the south, and that is right by the guard gates, but that is for pedestrians. There is a little cardinal sitting on a sea oat here. You look close. Oh, where'd he go? Now he's running around on the beach. That's railroad vine. He ran up into the railroad vine hiding from me. A little red cardinal. Off he goes. He just flew back into the woods. That was amazing that he could actually balance on that sea oat. Wow. There's several of these nice boardwalks to the beach from the parking lot. Down at the end of this one by the parking lot's a nice bathhouse and showers. There's 5 bathhouses scattered along the beach here. And back in the trees, tons of barbecue grills and picnic tables. Really quiet out here. That's what I love about coming out in the early mornings. You're not dealing with a lot of people out here. You can hear the birds in the woods back here chirping. The waves lapping on the shore. I have not been seeing much in the way of seashells on the beach lately. Oh, there's some great colors starting to happen back there. That's looking to the east, back towards sunrise. Some beautiful colors starting to happen. Getting a little color out in the Gulf now. Some color down to the southwest here. That's pretty. Some neat reflections going on there. I think we're going to see a little more color here in a few minutes. Probably won't last long. See how these clouds are starting to get some color in them? Gotta remember to turn around here in a minute to check it out. See what that looks like. Good morning. Boy, I'm sinking way down into the sand here. It's super soft along right along where the edge of the water line, right here. Right where the waves are coming up, the sand is really soft. Kind of hazy as I look up to the north there. Hard to see the coastline up there. You can just make it out up there if you look close. Really hard to see up there this morning. You gotta wait for that sun to come up higher, I guess. Couple pelicans flying by. No signs of our great blue herons yet. I'm sure we'll see them. Oh, beautiful colors starting to happen over here. I bet it's gorgeous behind those trees. I'm sure Roy's enjoying it up there at the end of the beach. There we go now, where those clouds are starting to show some pinks. Starting to see some pinks in them. Beautiful. That is gorgeous. Oh boy, the sky is on fire to the east. All back in, see if I can tone it down here. All under the trees there, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it won't knock down there. See if I tilt up a little. Yeah, you're gonna have to take my word for it. It's gorgeous back there. It's gorgeous all around right now. It's beautiful here looking up the beach. There's a dolphin just came up out here. You can barely see it because of the waves. I just saw him pop up. I don't know which way he was going. See if we can spot him out here. Oh, he's making his way up to the north. It's gonna be hard to see. Darn it. It's pretty far out. Moving pretty fast too. Where'd he go? He's way up there. I don't think we're gonna get a look at him. Darn it. He's moving fast. Nope. Oh well. There's one out there, trust me. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous morning here. We'll look back down here to the south. It's constantly changing here, constantly the colors. Every time I turn around, it's different. Another dolphin making its way up the beach. See if we see it out here. He just came up to the left of that buoy. They're moving fast. Moving really fast. There he is. Did you see that little black spot out there? At least we got one glimpse at it. They are moving very fast this morning. Heading up towards Roy. Wow, he just came up again over there. They're just quite a ways out this morning. We're in area 2 now. Slowly making our way north up the beach. Just beautiful. Soaking in the colors here. Three white ibises walking by here. Yep. Playing catch up there. Beautiful. Beautiful with those reflections. Look at that. What a view, huh? What a view. Glorious. Heron over here. Can't tell if it's a night heron or a little tricolored heron. It's in the shadows. It's sitting up on the railing here. I think that's a little tricolored heron. Kind of hard to see there. Kind of washed out. Can't tell if that's a night heron or a tricolored heron. Sitting up on the railing on the boardwalk, the end of the boardwalk at the north end of Area 2. I don't want to scare it, but yeah, it just took off. Well, 2 dolphins swam by me. That's good news. Bad news is we really didn't get to see them in the camera. Pretty far offshore, and they're moving fast, heading north up the beach. If you take the time to read the description in this post, you'll see a couple links there. You'll see a link to our friend Astrid Lawrence's website. Astrid, a wonderful realtor here in Southwest Florida. Good friend. Astrid is just such a sweet lady. She takes good care of Roy, and she takes great care of her customers. Excellent customer service, Astrid Lawrence. Occasionally you'll get to see her out here at the beach. She comes out while I'm doing a beach walk. So if you think about real estate in Southwest Florida, give Astrid a call. You'll find a link to her website in the description of this post. You'll also find a link to the Inn of Naples, a great hotel centrally located here in Naples, right between North and South Naples. About 7 miles south of this beach here. Not too far. A little, it's almost the same distance to the Naples Pier, which is to the south of the hotel. So it's a great location. Lots of fun things to do in South Naples and North Naples. So check out the Inn of Naples. You'll also find a link to Nonstop Naples. Nonstop Naples. Check out their Facebook page, Nonstop Naples. If you want to learn a little bit more about Naples, some of the things going on here, download their free app, Nonstop Naples, the free Nonstop Naples app. These pictures, I just can't resist. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Another Kodak moment here. I hope I can get a picture without a fly buzzing around in front of me. That's the only problem. There's so many darn flies out here. Flies and gnats. It is beautiful out here. I've been hearing an osprey in one of these pine trees here. I don't know where the heck it is. I hear it screeching out. I hear it calling out, but I'll be darned if I can see it. It was right around here somewhere. I haven't heard it in the past 2 minutes though. Sometimes they're really hard to see in the shadows, but they're usually out on the tips of the branches. So you can see at least their silhouette. Whoa, big waves pounding here. A huge wave, I'm sure you heard it. Every once in a while we'll just get one big one that comes rolling in. There's one huge one that just came in. Huge for here. The Gulf is usually pretty calm. Totally different than the other coast of Florida, the Atlantic side. These are nice little waves here. And there goes that connection. Why does it do that? I don't know. Oh, this is neat. Glad I didn't step on it while I was looking around. Somebody made a little heart on the beach. Used some different colored sand. That's pretty neat. Kind of reminds me of the French guy's, that shell art that he made up on the beach during the winter time. Remember all those shells, the shell art that was up on the beach? That was really cool. Well, this is like a miniature version of it. Very, very cool. Very cool. I'm gonna snap a photo of that. That's cool. Let's slowly keep making our way up the beach here. All right. Now I know you could hear that. Did you hear it? That was the osprey. Where is it? Last night when I came out, it was up. Man, there's some big waves pounding here next to me. Huge waves. Huge waves. Let's see if we catch one here. Just gonna let you listen to the waves. Of course, it's not happening. There was a couple big waves in a row. I mean, the water just splashed up probably 4 feet in the air. Now it's calmed down again. I love listening to those waves. The osprey's up here in the tree, just above the boardwalk at the north end of Area 3, what we call the skybox. That's where I came out to the beach last night. And this osprey was sitting in the same exact place on this tree last night. So he must be living right around here, he or she. She's right up here at the top of the tree. This is the north end of Area 3 beach. Beautiful birds, the ospreys. A white ibis just flew by. That's why it was screeching like that. Whenever another bird flies by, they start screeching. The ospreys. That's the best I can do with an iPhone, sorry. One more screech for us. Nice butt shot. Shaking her butt for us. How cool. How cool. Great look at an osprey this morning. As we continue up the beach. One crawl so far. We saw that at the very start of our walk. Way down at the south end of Area 1. I couldn't begin to guess if that was a false crawl or not. It was a very interesting crawl, I can tell you that. Listen to that osprey, wow. He or she is making quite a racket. I think that's a female osprey. Making quite the racket up there. Just turned around while we were watching it. There it is up there. One quick last look. A little more noise for us, maybe? Come on. Barefoot Beach. You know where Barefoot Beach is? It's to the north of Del Norwiggins here. It's on the other side of the pass. But to get to it, you have to go all the way up to Bonita Beach Road, come in through Lely, Barefoot Beach, drive all the way through that development down to the end. It is Barefoot Beach. It's a county park. If you have a residence sticker, the beach parking is free. If not, I think it's $6 or maybe even $8. I don't know what the parking is if you don't have a sticker. But if you go down all the way to the end of Barefoot Beach to parking lot 5, go all the way down, parking lot 5 is it? 1, 2, 3. I think it's parking lot 3 at Barefoot Beach. I think there's 3 parking lots, whatever. The last parking lot, go all the way down to the end, the south end of the parking lot. And look on the right side, the beach side, and you'll see some nesting ospreys. They actually have a nest box on top of a big pole that they're nesting in. And you can get a really really good look at a pair of ospreys right now. I don't know how much longer they're going to be there, but if you want to get some good up-close photos of ospreys, that is a place to go, and they're just about there all the time. So you can Google that, Barefoot Beach. And it's a Collier County. It's run by Collier County. Collier County maintains the park. It's called Barefoot Beach Preserve. I'm not seeing any more tracks here, crawl tracks in front of me. Looking kind of quiet. Another quiet night. Look really close here. I'm going to zoom in. Another osprey perched up on this pine tree on one little dead branch sticking up there. That's quite a perch there, isn't it? That is a great, great spot. Nothing obstructing its view there. It's so fun to watch these ospreys dive down and grab a fish out of the water. Just amazing. It's perched, it's hard to see in the wide shot, but it's perched right up there. Very cool. There's the sun, just peeking up over the trees there. Just popping up. Good morning, Mr. Sunshine. Woo! Bright, bright, bright. Beautiful. Well, we're getting closer to our buddy Roy. We'll go see how he's doing. I know he's looking forward to his blueberry pancakes this morning at Blueberries. He's gonna go try a new restaurant out, Blueberries. Our friend Rich is gonna take him. Rich and his wife are gonna take Roy. They invited him down there for breakfast this morning around 10 o'clock. I saw Rich out here last night on the beach at sunset. And he was telling me Roy's had blueberry crepes, but he calls them blueberry tortillas. That's pretty funny. Blueberry tortillas instead of crepes. Well, the colors have faded out of our clouds here. They're all starting to turn white and gray. It was gorgeous earlier this morning. Loving these waves here. Hey, hit that share button. Let's get some more people walking along with us here. Saturday morning. Yep, that osprey is still perched up there. Still perched up on this little branch, but that sun is blinding me here. It's right up. It's a great spot. See it all the way up there at the top? Great spot to sit and look for a fish, that's for sure. Whew, that sun is bright, man. Blinding. I do not see any blue herons yet. Not sure where they're at. Well, what's up with that deal? A lot of mist in the air, a lot of sea spray in the air this morning. You can really see it if I zoom in to the north there. You can really see that mist along the coastline. Looks like behind me down to the south. Oh yeah. Same down to the south. You can see the lights on the park rangers four-wheeler down there, heading up our way. Look at that mist in the air, all from these, just from these little waves. Wow. I miss seeing Dexter. We haven't seen Dexter for a few days now. I'm curious how many more nests are down to the south of the park here on that little stretch of Vanderbilt Beach that he walks on. And there goes our connection again. Don't know why it keeps dropping out like this. Well, it's not coming back. Well, I think I'll start another live feed here at the risk of losing this one. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a few minutes, get that set up. So this will be part one. Stay tuned for part two.